Welcome back to another episode of me. Should have kept on going, man. Welcome back to another episode of me, Cama lounge.
What's up, guys?
Ooh, we got.
Hi.
What was your name last week?
What was my name last week?
Roberto.
Oh, Roberto. No, it's not Roberto. It's
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
There we
That's
go.
my fault. Who's Roberto, bro? Nah.
No.
Let me stop.
Que lo que?
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, we have to discuss the pool party.
We do. Pretty dope pool party. If you
If you missed out, hopefully you get to come next time.
if you were there,
Thank you guys
for
coming
showing up.
because it was lit. My vag was super fucking wet, guys.
Por eso que la piscina was higher than the actual capacity. I was trying to figure that shit out the whole night.
That's not funny, but we actually had a good time. It was good. Thank you guys again for coming.
DJ Nasty came back.
DJ So Nasty, yeah, he made a comeback. And, you know, we're going to try to keep doing, you know, fun events like that so you guys can enjoy, so we can treat ourselves and treat
also
the
give
fall
back.
family.
Yes. Give
for all you
back.
falls out there, because y'all fall too.
If you're watching, you're definitely a fool.
That's not
No, but it was definitely a good event. More to come.
Yes.
And I lost my train of thought. But
It's
that's
all good.
nothing new.
I was actually, a few days ago, there was a full moon. I don't know if you got the chance to see it, but it reminded me of the time we went to a Yankee game.
Yeah.
Do you remember the discussion we had after the game?
Regarding the moon, yes.
Yes. So, do you really think people actually landed on the moon, stepped foot on the moon?
And my answer still remains no.
No. So you think it was a hoax? You think they planned it? It's all filmed
Yeah, I mean, like, it
at
was...
a studio, at a micamalounge studio, and then...
And then they just put the green screen. They put it... Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my best way to kind of explain it. It was 52 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
TVs were just, like, becoming a thing. Hollywood and all this extra stuff. So, I think they kind of put it in a way to make all Americans believe. Americans and whoever they were, like,
Okay.
competing with. I think it was Russia.
Mm-hmm.
To make them believe, oh, yeah, they landed first.
Okay. But don't you think, as you said, it was 52 years ago? I don't know how accurate that is. I'm not sure. But everything was like new. So you really think they had the technology to make it look so real?
You think they really have the technology to have somebody land in the moon? And 52 years later, after 2020, nobody has
gone to. You're right. But people have gone to space. People are going to space.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
What's that dude from Amazon, Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, he wants to go now, 52 years later, and that's because he's
and that's just
trillionaire, so he...
on the edge of space, like not full on space.
He just wants to go to space. He doesn't want to go to the moon.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I guess they're trying to make like some type of tourist trip for people to, I guess.
Well, he wants to go.
Space.
He definitely wants to go with his brother. He's like, it's a big dream. You know how every little kid is like, oh, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. And he got money coming out his ass. So he wants to go.
He could do it, right?
He was supposed to go July 20th. So I don't know if that was still a thing or just...
Yeah, I wasn't keeping up with that, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just kind of read the
happened.
first thing and then it was like, whatever.
But would you be interested on taking a trip to space? Like if that becomes a thing, like Uber, like you could buy a fucking thing to go to space.
Expensive as fuck, but yeah, that compared to like going underneath the ocean, yes. And I think we discussed this before. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if it's safe. I mean, because you know everything has its thing. Even flying from one country to another, anything can happen. Have you watched that show Manifest?
Manifest? Is that the episode? I said episode. Is that the show where they're in the plane and then they come back? And
yeah, they go to Jamaica,
later.
they come back, and it's 5 years later. But for them, it's just like
10
3
minutes
hours.
or
Yeah,
3
like 3
hours.
hours. It reminded me of that for some reason. But yeah, do you give me a reason why you think somebody landed on the moon? Back in Apollo 11, que sé yo, 52 years.
Apollo 13? I don't know. I don't know. Like, why?
What would be the reason not to lie to us?
I get that whole point. Like, everybody was competing, all the countries, whatever. But it's like, did we really have the technology at that time to make it look so real, right? To the footsteps, you like, I don't know, like.
Okay, I feel like the government is always like 10 years ahead of us as far as technology. So yeah, they probably had the resources for it. And also, like, is it no gravity? Like, you're always in the air. So how was he able to like step? Like, you can have mad weights on the boots.
Gravity is whatever comes up must come down.
So there's no gravity.
So there's no gravity in space.
So he's not supposed to come down. He's supposed to stay up.
But you have the equipment to help you. That's what all those equipment is.
You know what would help us? Watching that little clip again. Because ever since we discussed this, I have not seen the clip. So maybe if I watch it.
Did I even see the clip? I don't know. I probably saw pictures.
On the textbook in history class.
Do you believe the earth is flat?
Nah, I think it's round.
So you think it's round, but you don't think people have stepped foot on the moon?
No. I mean, like...
I think that's... like.
Why can't we see the American flag from here? I don't know, like...
I think that's, like, astronauts, that must be, like, so cool. Like, when they go to space for... how long does it even take to go from, like, the ground here on Earth to, like, the edge of space?
I would think forever.
Forever?
I don't know, like...
And then I know they be making trips like for months and years. It's like, do they have orgies up there? Like,
they have to.
Like you gotta get horny in space,
right? Because you're in space doesn't mean you're.
And it's like, if I'm an astronaut, like, sure, let's have sex on the ground, let's have sex on Earth, but we're going to fucking outer space. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Let's just all fuck right now.
Yo, like
I don't care if you're a girl, you a guy. Like, we're in space.
That's one in a lifetime.
That's it.
That's definitely one in a lifetime.
Well, if you're not an astronaut, because I guess if you're an astronaut, they do this often. Like, there must be like some, like, I don't know, some astronaut
guidelines,
diary or journal where like they've done like super shit. Like, imagine like cum in space, like, and like. And it's like
it just smacks you slow motion. Yeah. You're like, whoa.
Or like, imagine they have like astronaut suits, but like your private parts are like out. Right, so everything is protected.
New fashion,
but just your genitals are out. So you guys can do that like out in outer space. And then you guys you attach with one string, and then the male is attached in the other string,
and then you slowly get into the motion of coming together.
And then like in movies. Together. When like in space movies, they show like everything is like quiet, like it's silent. So
it's kind of like, scary. Like I think I would, you know how people kind of have that ¿cómo se llama? When you're like out in war and then you come back and you have
PTSD.
Yeah, I think people probably go through PTSD going to space and then coming back.
I don't know.
Like it's a whole different like.
Is it a whole different? Yeah, it's space,
and only you got to see it. Like. You know, as much as I could be an astronaut and I can try to explain it to you and draw it for you and even show you like videos and stuff like that, but you personally going through it, like it's crazy.
Like imagine like you're leaving the Earth's atmosphere
and you gotta take a shit.
That's a whole nother thing. Poop. Imagine like poop just flying.
Well, it has to kind of filter somewhere else. So
like that's just cool. So like imagine you're leaving the Earth's atmosphere, and you see that the Earth is flat. I mean, you see the Earth is round like that, and it's like kind of romantic. It's a beautiful ass view, and then you just start fucking with literally Earth in the window of the spaceship.
That is romantic.
Like,
and the only one that can answer that right now.
How many people can say, "I fucked in space"? Like,
that's what I'm saying. The only one that can say that is.
That's my fault.
Oh man!
Like, just cum or doodle in the air. Like, I don't know. We should bring if you're an astronaut watching the show, come to micamalounge. We have a lot of questions. Yes, for sure. And like, do you even sweat in space?
What is the temperature in space?
Yeah, like, can you sweat? Like, can I cry? Can tears come out of my eyes if I'm sad?
Well, crying is necessary every now and then, so I hope that's a thing.
Crying. When was the last time you cried, Mario?
I would say a few days ago.
Okay.
Nothing out of the ordinary. You know, it's the worst. It feels good to cry, but sometimes in the middle of crying, you can ask yourself, why am I crying? And you try to justify it or pick at any little thing, but it's something more than that, I think. It's either something more than that or just nothing at all, but I feel like crying really, like, it kind of filters your body, like, kind of makes you, after you cry, like, you haven't noticed that?
I'm not a crier, but I feel like there's been times in my life for no reason I'm like, I should probably cry right now.
And it doesn't have to be because it's a sad moment. Like, it could be like, yo, like, I'm literally blessed.
Tears
like,
of joy,
I have a roof over my head. I have this going on. I have that going on. So it was a little mix of both.
Okay.
Yeah, and it felt good. And men do cry and females do cry.
I be thinking that to myself, like just cry for no reason. Like maybe it'll probably make me feel even better.
Even better, yeah.
So I'm probably gonna try
to cry
and cry. Probably cry on the show, guys.
And if it doesn't work, I'll just have a plate of onions right on you right here. You ever cut onions and you actually cry?
And actually cry, yes. I was confused at the moment. I'm like, onions, what are we bringing onions to this? But yeah, no, that's interesting. Like in cartoons and the show.
But and it really happens.
It actually makes you... You ever touch the onions and then by mistake...
Oh my God.
Shit. That is the worst. Or like if you touching like something oily, like it gives the same thing, like the pica.
Yeah.
It itches. That's the worst.
Well, are you a fan of hot sauce?
Of course.
Yeah? Okay.
Shout out to Boss Sauce.
Hey.
Yes.
All right. You ever ate so much hot sauce that it came out exactly the way you...
Like the same color? Or like it burned?
Like it burns.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Many times.
I'm like, did I just overdo my hot sauce?
Sometimes the buffalo sauce, like depending on what you put on, like where you put buffalo sauce on, the type of food, like the doodle.
It'll come out like that.
It'll come out. Like I think there was one time I ate a buffalo chicken tenders, and like my doodle looked like buffalo chicken tenders.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. Did that turn you off and not want to eat buffalo chicken tenders again?
It turned me off, but like my shit was on fire. Like imagine if I like the Boss Sauce like wings that we be eating, like you think if I put one of those spicy ass shits like through my ass, I could spit fire out through my mouth. Since when you eat it, it burns your ass out. So what if I do the opposite and I blow fire?
Patreon exclusive.
That's not fun.
Oh man.
Do you have I don't know why I think about the weirdest thing, sweaty butts. Do you ever have sweaty butts in the summer now that it's summer? Like a swampy butt? Like how do you deal with a swampy butt if you're outside?
When you're outside, damn, that one's hard.
A swamp butt. Like, do you ever just like, okay, let's say you have a swampy butt in your house. Do you ever like just
get some air?
No, not get some air, but like, you just ever swipe your hand?
your whole hand, no.
No? Like, you know,
I think the only time I ever swipe my hand through this when I'm in the shower because I need to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like, let's say you use the bathroom and then you know that in a few minutes or maybe 10 minutes that you know for a fact that you're going to shower. So you purposefully leave your ass dirty. So you just chill, you lay in bed, whatever, and then it either starts itching or you feel it slippery.
Okay, swipe. I thought it was actually swiping.
And you just go like that, you know. or when you take a doo-doo, like you're literally gonna shower, but you take a doo-doo first, so you don't wipe. And then like
when you go and then you actually swipe it.
Not even you swipe. Like when you put water in your ass and the little bits of chunks.
I got such a weak stomach. Can I tell you a funny story?
Go ahead.
So I had just moved back from Florida. I had just graduated high school. Mm-hmm. I started working with kids. I've worked with kids in the past, but I became a counselor again working with kids. In that moment, I still still trying to decide what I wanted to do as far as college. I didn't go straight to college. So I was thinking I want to be a nurse. Cute outfit. Good morning.
Okay.
I like to help people. Tato.
You thought you'd like to help people.
Yeah. So, you know, I was taking care of like 6-7 year olds. I was always cool with them. Mm-hmm. One of them comes to me He's like, Marielle, I have to tell you a secret. I'm like, yeah, tell me, like, what's up? And we're waiting, like, literally, you know, when they got to pick up the kids, literally, like, yeah, just waiting. Yeah, at the end of my shift, I'm ready to go home. I got to tell you a secret. What's up? I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, you know, I'll take you. Tú no sabes. I take this little boy to the bathroom.
No.
And then he comes out. And, like, he doesn't show me the thing, but I can smell it. So I had to get, like, I literally ran to the girls' bathroom. You know, you can't leave the kids unattended. I left the kid unattended, and I ran to the girls' bathroom.
Just stay here. Don't move.
And I just puked.
Oh, you
puked and puked. When I came back, I was like, I hope this little kid is still here, because if not, I'm losing, like, my job. Like, basically, like, God forbid something happens.
I would have hoped that his parents already picked his ass up.
Right?
And cleaned his ass up.
No, so at that point, what benefited me is that I'm a female and he was a little boy. So I couldn't go inside, like, the bathroom with... I couldn't go inside the bathroom. So I just called the guy counselor, like, at least make sure he's okay. Pero era que yo no podía. Like, I would have quit that same day. I puked a lot.
Did you clean the puke?
You know, they had, like, a good floss it and
and
just rinsed it out.
Like, if I throw up in the sink on the toilet, like, it's cool because, you know, it's easy.
Yeah, I got to get to the sink.
But if I throw up on the floor, I can't clean it.
I can't. Like, even
I'm
dog sitting, and every time, like, if the
dog
shit is too strong, I put on my mask. I'm like, I'm glad masks are.
Oh, like when you pick up the doo-doo?
Yeah, like if it's too, like, fresh. Like if it's already.
When you walk, be honest. When you walk your dog and they poop, do you actually pick up the poop?
Is there people around? No. Yeah. For the most part, yeah. Like I have the baggie and stuff, but there's sometimes like I realized at that point that my stomach is really weak.
I feel you.
So I couldn't go on with the nursing as much as I wanted to.
You ever, like, in DR, like, because, the sun be, like, beaming. So, like, you ever, like, saw, like, dog shit? Like, it was fresh once before, and then, like, maybe a few hours or a day later, that shit is, like, completely white and hard.
Oh, yeah, crispy. It feels, well, I don't know. I never felt it, but it looks crispy.
There was one time, like, because there'd be, like,
I forgot about that it turns white.
People have houses con piedras that are like black, white, grayish. So,
tú creías que era un pebble.
So I grabbed a piece of doo-doo by mistake.
And you smelled your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad though, like, because when it's fresh.
That's when it's bad. But that's the thing, like, why is it that we're like that? Like, we know something stinks. But we just need to smell it.
We like smelling bad things.
That's crazy.
And then we'll go like,
like you knew that shit was coming.
But then we'll try to go back to it a little, just to get a little more.
Get the FO, not the whole FOH.
There was one time around my house, right? We live in the Bronx, Most of the time, people don't actually pick up their dog's poop. So when you actually see somebody picking up their dog's poop, you're like,
them props.
Yeah. So one time I was leaving my building, and across the street, some woman, like, she was walking her dog, and I guess he took a poop. So I saw this woman take a bag out of her purse, whatever. And she grabbed the poop. I'm like, oh shit, look at that. Like,
we're moving forward.
We're from the hood, and they out here cleaning the poop.
Yeah.
So she grabbed it, put it in the bag, and guess what she did to the bag? She tossed the bag on the Yo, that was the funniest thing. Like, like, I'm here thinking she's a good Samaritan. She's about to start the wave, the trend of people cleaning their poop in the Bronx, and she literally just tossed the bag. So it's like, oh my God. Did all that, like she gassed us. Like, that's mad funny.
That's crazy. Oh, what do you do when? This has probably become a poop episode.
Poop.
Like,
mierda.
Así mismo, coño. Have you ever stepped on poop, and, like, how do you clean it? Like, do you just get rid of the shoe?
Yes. So there was also another time in middle school where I stepped on poop.
Fresh poop?
Yeah, fresh poop. But, like, sometimes you stepped on poop, and then sometimes you don't know. So when you're in middle school, the seats are kind of small. Everybody's together. So like, if you stepped on poop before, that whiff hits you.
Yeah.
So I'm, you know,
especially when you're in the carpet sitting down.
Yeah, and like sometimes it'll go away and then it'll come back. It'll go away, or maybe it's just there the whole time and you don't really notice it because you're probably busy doing something else or talking.
And everybody else notices.
Yeah. So you know, once in a while, you know, I kept smelling like what the fuck, like, and I, you know, I guess because I was a kid at that time, you don't really think like, oh, I must have stepped on doo-doo. Like I'm out here thinking that somebody over here.
No se bañó,
yeah,
like,
I'm here like, yo, this person stink. They smell like shit. And then I'm like, I wasn't like telling people like, oh, yo, because I didn't know where the smell was coming from. You know, as a kid, we like to do that. Like we like
point fingers.
So whatever, we go to the next class and it's the same shit and it's a different person. So I'm like, nah, like.
It might actually be me.
Yeah, if I'm the one only smelling the shit and I'm here thinking it's somebody else smelling shit, like, so I decided to look, and I had doo-doo on the bottom of my shoe, so I went to the bathroom to clean it, and yeah, you could clean the doo-doo out, but the smell, and inside the creeks, and it still smells.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, or a good trick is. And this only works.
This happens to you often. She said a good trick.
If you're outside, hopefully it rains, or hopefully it rained, or hopefully there's a pompa abierta, kind of wet it, and then go to the grass and just kind of go.
I do that now, like when even if it's not doo-doo, if I step on something like yucky, I'll do that to
clean it.
And I wore my Crocs the other day, and I think I stepped on doo-doo. Ooh. Like I went home. And sometimes I like to look at the bottom just to make sure, and I'm like, please don't be doodle, and I said like that, and it was doodle.
So you recently did a full movement, like. And
then sometimes, like, you know, we live in New York City, so sometimes it might not even be dog poop, it might be fucking
human poop,
human shit under your shoe, and that is the worst.
That is a lot worse.
Have you ever seen a homeless person or just somebody random?
I actually saw a video.
So have you ever taken a poop in public?
No, not a poop.
not a poop. I pissed, but not a poop.
You know, where I guess it's like Penn Station, una cosa así. There was a worker mapeando. So he takes, él imprime el mapo, and he goes to mapear. There's a homeless guy like right in front of him. So when the guy turns around to go and mop over here, the homeless guy comes and sits on the thing, on el imprimidor, the bucket.
No way.
And you just see everybody that's walking through. Yo, oh my God, that's crazy. So the worker came to tell him something like, yo, get out. Yeah. He's like, you don't see I got a fucking poop. At that point, I would have just.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad at him because, you know, he did it the right way. Right. He saw that there was water in the bucket.
And then you don't have to clean my shit afterwards, like, you know, actually on the ground.
Because, you know, when poop is not inside the water, it smells more. You know what I'm saying? So he did.
So shout out to him. He thought about the guy.
Yeah, quick thinking there on you.
Yes.
Shame on the coworker who got mad.
About you? You ever pooped in public?
Pooped? No. But there's been times where like, oh, yo, I might have to do it, but it's just always tricky because it's like, what do I clean myself with? Am I gonna grab a piece of leaf or a fucking wrapper that I see on the floor?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna just go home with my pantaloncillos cagados. I mean, I guess that make like if I'm gonna go home after, I guess I'll go with my underwear.
You need to go.
But like, there's people that they take off their underwear, like they take off their sock and they actually like,
oh no.
Yeah, but it's like, is your booty really clean after you did that? So it's like you wasted a good pair of underwear or socks.
Just because. Damn, a sock must be mad rough. Like if you wear them thick ones. Ooh.
Yeah, and if you got a sensitive booty hole, like it hurts.
Yeah, especially the type of shit
sensitive skin. Yeah, and then like if you put your like the part where in the anal hole, the hole that looks mad tight, like, it look like that little booty hole.
You've been looking at yourself in the mirror lately, huh?
You ever try to look at your booty hole? Yes. You're like, are you successfully able to see it? I haven't been successful like to see it. Like I have to take like pictures or some shit. Like I never actually been able to
see the face.
Yeah, to see the.
That should be our thumbnail, by the way.
That's mad
Oh
funny.
man. Do you think it's a mental thing? Like the whole like, I gotta pee, I cannot wait, or I gotta shit, I cannot wait.
I think it is mental because it's like when you get closer to your house.
Oh, that's when it gets worse.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing? Like just a few moments ago when I was far away, I wasn't like this, and now that I know that I'm closer.
Me, what gets to me? Like, yeah, I might know for the last 15 minutes I have to pee, but it's that elevator.
It's the
Like,
the
I'm in
elevator
the lobby
gets-
and I'm like, yo, I could easily run these flights
Okay.
and make it.
You ever thought about pissing in the elevator?
If there wasn't any cameras, possibly.
Okay,
Nah.
you don't have. Nah, honestly, I don't have cameras in my elevator, and since I live on the 12th floor, it's like a longer ride.
Oh, shit.
So
Longer to come down and longer to go up.
there's been a time where I've almost considered like I gotta go, but
But for you guys are easier. Like, you could just literally zip pa dentro. I gotta squat because I can't even like
But-
pee standing up.
But I feel like male peas last longer than female peas.
Think so?
Yeah, like we're like.
And then you get the shh, shh, shh.
Yeah, and then we gotta shake it, like
Yeah,
And then there's the evidence,
true. You can't hide that.
and I think you like if you see the thing going like that, you can tell that pea is fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like if the pea is already all spread out, then
Then
no one's
that's it.
gonna
Yeah,
think
they
it
would-
was you. But if it's literally going like that,
Yeah, che, que llegue de que at each floor somebody wants to get in. That'd be
like I've
insane.
considered, and there's been times like so close, I'll call let's say I'll call my mom, or I'll literally have my pants,
Down.
and then I like.
Because you're going straight
Just
there.
straight, yeah, and sometimes like I wet like the floor and the toilet. I'm like, oh
That's
shit,
happened to me, like literally opening the door and then it's
oh shit, but it's okay. I most of it goes on the toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just the
The
whole,
first 10%.
Yeah, the whole trying to get it out.
That I think it's definitely
just mad
mental,
fun.
but that's crazy to think that your mind can play such a big trick on you. Like you're almost there, so now you need to go even more, and then
That's a fact.
you actually have to go even more.
do you think the whole like water drips noise or seeing a faucet,
If it
makes
makes a
it
dip-
worse?
No. No. The worst is trying to think of something else, or like trying to have a conversation about like something to keep my mind occupied. Because I could have a whole conversation with you. I could do a whole podcast, but you'll see me like this. Like I need to go. I need to go. I need to go.
That's not funny.
Oh,
you
man.
ever took a piss, shit, farted, burped, and sneezed at the same time?
Diablo, qué combinación. And not in that same order.
Not in
right?
the same order.
Probably 3 out of 5.
Yeah, the five. Which three?
The pee, the fart, and then the shit.
Pee, fart, shit. Okay.
Yeah,
So
how
you,
about
yeah, definitely. I pee, fart,
Fart,
shit
shit.
all the time.
Burp. I don't really burp like that. Like I can make myself burp. Like
You can make yourself burp.
impressive.
All right, just do it one more time. Yo,
Yeah.
no,
No,
I
really,
can't do
you
it.
can't do it. Is that
That's a
kinda-
talent. Wow,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. I'll try to.
But
write-
is it a real burp or you sound like?
Yeah, it's a real burp.
Yo,
You did it. I
that's
thought
sick.
everybody could do that.
Nah.
Oh shit.
Burp.
And then the sneeze. I don't know
Can
where.
you actually do a sneeze?
No, I can't do a sneeze. But I. that was impressive.
That was a good one. All right, let me try again. Hold on.
1, 2.
Nah. How do you sneeze? There's different kind of sneezes. You do that. You do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, yeah.
Do you do that? Achoo.
All out.
Or,
No,
or the girl. You ever like the girls that try to sound cute? They go,
No. I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna enjoy that shit. And I actually read
Yeah,
a
like-
weird thing where it says a sneeze is equal to 1/8 of an orgasm.
Oh, I don't know.
So that means if
I know they say that your heart stops when you sneeze.
No
for
way.
That, but I don't know how true that is.
Okay. So I was like, yo, so if I do a consistent sneeze, do I
You have
get an orgasm?
That's math.
Is that how the math works?
I don't think so. You never had that has never happened to you? Like you sneeze like back to back to back?
Probably like 3 times, yeah.
3 times the max? Like there's been times where like I get out the shower and I sneeze like
Really?
like do you do that?
You know what's weird? I'm gonna confess something.
Okay. Ooh.
Let's make this a little bit spicy. The only time I realized, like, you know how you realize that you sneeze, like, sometimes when you come out the shower? Me, it would be right before watching porn. I do not know why.
You sneeze before watching?
Before watching porn.
Okay.
So what does a sneeze really mean? Like, are you, like, excited for, like, what? I don't know. But I've noticed that, like, I'm not the one to watch porn all the time. I rarely even watch porn. But the few times that I have, I notice I sneeze before.
Okay.
I think that is the weirdest thing.
That's interesting.
That is
sneezing
weird.
Before porn.
Before porn.
Okay. So you like sneezing, right? Correct. I like sneezing too. Like it does feel
like
good.
the crying. Like, feels refreshing.
or like when you hold in your pee for a long time,
and then you
like that just feels so good. It's like, for a guy, I'm pretty sure this happens for guys, right? If it happens to me, like, not that the pee burns or that your penis burns, like, not a STD or a UTI or whatever, yeast infection, whatever all these vaginal and dick infections are, like.
Do guys get yeast infection?
I don't think I think it's uncommon.
Okay,
it's rare, but I think it's possible. I'm not sure.
Let us know.
A doctor confirm. But like, for female, like, has there been a time where you like pee and then it just like it doesn't feel
like a normal pee?
Yeah, like you're not satisfied with that pee.
Let me go drink a gallon of water and
like,
come
back. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I can see that. I can see that.
That happens to me, like, sometimes, and like I can't be the only one going. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
is it a long pee or is it a short pee? Like, have you noticed a difference than your regular pee, or you just don't feel satisfied?
It's usually the short pees.
Okay.
And then that'll happen, like, you know,
okay.
I just feel.
It probably feels like you still have more to give, more pee to, like, let out, but your body is just not letting you do it. That's the best way I can kind of
because the long ones are are lit, yeah, like a fucking faucet.
Yes. Okay.
So, what about hiccups? You like hiccups? Do you get them often?
I think I used to get them more when I was younger. Let's make our own hiccup.
I feel like those are so annoying.
Yes.
Especially like when you're literally trying to have a conversation. Like, imagine us having a podcast right now and I'm just here going.
I would have to scare you.
You think that works? Yeah, I know they do that in shows and in movies, but I don't really necessarily think it's the scary. I guess to take your mind off.
Oh, okay. Like, not the reaction to just like.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, it's like your mind.
Okay, and how long does it use?
I don't know.
It's like a minute, 2 minutes. It depends.
Like, but sometimes it's just once. Like,
or what causes hiccups is the better question.
Nah.
That you just get it out of nowhere.
I don't know. So you never like did a hiccup? Like one of those.
No. That would be cool though.
Okay.
That would be like you would go in the Guinness Wide Record. Blah, 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 yeah.
Hey, we should go over that book and
see the
break a record.
Things.
No, let's break a record.
Oh, that's not bad. I'm going to a library tomorrow.
Okay, for real?
Yeah.
Why?
Get a book. Get one of those books.
Oh, you're saying? I thought you were saying in general. No, by the way, I'm actually going to the library. I'm like,
that's
what?
Not random. No.
Okay.
When's the last time you've been to the library?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I never walked inside of a library before.
Really? Not even a school trip? Yeah, no. Like a school trip to a library, not the school library?
Probably a school trip, probably when I was younger. I honestly don't remember. But usually like the libraries from school or like college or whatever. But like I never like went out of my way to go go to the New York library or to the local library.
Okay. A lot of people like to hang out there, use the computers and
no, don't get me wrong, like in college I used to hang out in the library a lot. Like it was cool, but
you were also on campus and there's probably like limited things to do.
Yeah, and also books are expensive, so
yes,
get them for free at the library.
Do you return them on time?
No, well, I don't actually check them out.
You just use them there?
Yeah, I use them there. Like, I usually order.
Oh, to do your homework. Like, instead of buying the book for the class, you kind of just...
And honestly, I didn't do, like, you have, like, my classmates or roommates, and I'll just be there chilling.
Yeah.
But, like, for the most part, I used to order my books online, like, through Chegg or through BookBite. It's always cheaper, and then...
Return them?
Yeah, return it back. Like, sometimes they will give you money back for like you paid to rent it or whatever,
and they'll give you
and
money
then they'll
back
give
to
you
give
money back to return. Yeah.
I'm such a hoarder that I still
You kept
have
all your
like
books. No, but
some books.
they slick though. Sometimes some
They
books,
change.
nah, they don't buy it back. They be like, we're currently not buying this book at the moment.
Or we're currently
And
changing
then that's been my problem for like the past 3 years. I got like three. Then I just spit. I got like 3 books that I don't want to throw it away.
Yeah, I don't want to throw
like,
it away.
I feel like
either.
somebody could use it.
I feel like I'm gonna go back to it, but I'm never gonna go back to it.
And like I could obviously donate it, but I feel like no one's gonna grab it.
Right.
They're just gonna either throw it away or do the same exact thing. So I'd rather sell it to a fucking book company. So like, even if I just get like 25 cents,
that's 25 cents for the meter. In my pocket. That's 25 cents for bubble gum. I don't know.
That's 25 more cents that could go into my trip to space.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
How much you think a trip would be? A trip to space.
A trip to space? To the edge of space?
Like no actual. Oh, that's
It would probably be like the cheapest ticket would probably be like $5,000.
Okay.
Or 3.
Okay, so we'll go
minimum.
We'll go back to this once they have it on sale to see.
And it depends.
Like is it like just a going?
Like no photos included, like type shit. I don't know.
They're gonna make. So how does one sell a planet?
How does one sell a planet?
Yeah, if you're not the owner of that planet.
How does one buy a planet?
Somebody bought a planet.
You're
rapper, little baby. Yeah. Oh my god. I should have had this like beforehand. I didn't think we were gonna have this conversation.
I actually think I heard about that. Was it Little Baby?
I think Little Nas. No,
it sounds like something Little
Uzi
Vert would do.
Eso mismo.
Because he did that diamond shit.
So, but that planet is so weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I can't spell his name. That planet is so weird because it's full of like gas or something. Mm-hmm. It's not even like a planet that you can actually go and see if you find another one, a gym or something, It's like a... So what are you really going to use it for? And who sold it to you? Who had the audacity the rights to be like, I sell it to you? When was it yours to begin with?
Like I know they do like this cool thing. You could like buy a star.
Okay.
So I mean, I think that's pretty cool. Like obviously, you don't like it's not you can't grab it. It's not yours. You can't visit it. But I guess I don't know. You could like name it.
Okay.
And I guess you could see it.
Okay. So they give you like the coordinates to kind of sit out in your microscope. In your microscope.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think is pretty cool.
There's
a billion fucking
and it
stars.
could be romantic. Like, baby, I bought you this star.
But like a planet full of gas, a little fucking nebula, whatever that shit is called. I don't even know. And
I forgot how much. I don't even think I read into how much he paid. But still, it's like, what?
When you have money, you
Coño, pero donate some here to the production.
I'm pretty sure we'll do some wild things.
Yeah, that other people would question.
Yeah.
That's kind of part of life. Yeah.
What would you do with if you had
a star?
Like not okay. What would you do if you had a star?
I'd probably gift it
to somebody.
Yeah. But what would that
mean? Like, we have a star together, like something like that.
Something cheesy like that. Okay. Just because, like, what else can I do with it? I'll just have a picture and just be like, hey, every time you want to go check out this star, this is the coordinates.
Okay, let's say you have all the money in the world now. Like, what do you think is the most
ridiculous
thing that you think knowing who you are yourself and the things that you like or want? What would you get?
That's an excellent question. That's like I feel like even me with all the money in the world, I still won't spend millions of dollars on outfits and things like that. I think I won't do that.
Yeah, I mean the outfits are for sure a short thing, like, but I don't think that's gonna like run your pockets type shit. Like I feel like buying a planet would run your pocket.
Right. I think I can answer the smartest thing I would probably do with money, but the dumbest thing
I'd probably like fucking build a spaceship.
Okay.
Not knowing how to fly a spaceship. Not having enough probably money to pay people to fly or maintain my spaceship. So I would just buy a spaceship.
So were you one of
to have it?
Were you one of those when you were younger that wanted to be an astronaut?
No, not really. Okay. But I like space is just cool. Like I forgot what episode we were just talking about, man. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just interesting.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
And it's scary, yeah.
It is scary.
And like the whole, like.
I got chills in that episode
Like
because
the whole, what we was talking about earlier, the whole, like, imagine fucking in space. Like, that's not cool.
That's awesome.
And then, honestly, like, I would be disappointed if astronauts confirmed that they do not do anything. Like, they don't do oral, they don't masturbate.
They have families back home, Jose. They don't do that out there with their colleagues.
Now all of them have families. I don't know. They should get a free pass. You know,
they should. Yeah, like that's one in not even a lifetime.
They're learning stuff about the planet or space. You know, to help us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what? Release the cum in space. Release your cum.
And satellite. If satellite is such a thing where it sees everything, why aren't we more efficient, like catching like the bad guys on Earth? Is it expensive to go through that monitor?
It's all a business.
What do they use the satellite for? Google Maps?
Google they Earth? Use it for everything. For all our infrastructure, for Google Maps, for Waze, for people who like to use Waze. For everything. I think we're pretty advanced, man.
Yeah.
I don't complain about our technology.
Yeah. I think people just gotta learn how to use it more efficiently, I guess.
And like you said, like the government is 10 years ahead.
10 years,
like,
yeah.
They got some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That we're gonna see in 10 years.
In 10 years, oh my god!
And they're gonna have some shit.
That's a whack toy. Toma, y te lo tiran a ti like here.
We already played with this. Here you go. We got this thing.
And then they sell it to us for mad money. All that money they invested, they make back.
Speaking about I forgot what you just said, but how is your iPhone act? Is your iPhone acting up by any chance?
As soon as you pay that shit off. Or like just depending on the one that I have, or
like lately, because this is around the time that they release a new. Coming. Yeah, they release a new iPhone.
I have I think that's a 12 Max, so I have the one. Okay, but I think if I would have stood with the XR that I had before, it was already acting up. Like I don't know if it was because of the screen, but the shit was like touching itself, and like it was just like weird. So I think they got this whole like. Setup. That's why I wanted to go to an Android. I don't know why I didn't make the move, but every time I'm getting fed up with my iPhone because it's acting up, I'm like, I'm going to Androids. And then I go to Instagram and I see somebody upload
Android
a story.
Android does the same thing though. Like when new phones come out and like it's better. It's literally like a computer, so that's why like they're better than iPhones. But in regards when something new comes out, like
technology.
Like they fuck it up on purpose just so you could get the new thing. Same with the PlayStation. I remember when the PS5 came out and I still had the PS4. Like I started noticing shit that didn't happen before. So I'm like, yo, like why are you doing this now? I'm like, yo, I was gonna get you anyway, but like don't treat me like this right now.
But I feel like it's stuff that's more modern because you know me, I have the GameCube.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, but
I have like the Xbox 360. Those don't really need updates. I feel like things that need updates is what's lagging. Like
that's what like the conversations we had before, like with the whole gaming, like we have to wait for updates or like DLCs. You have to buy stuff for like to get extra content or fucking skins or whatever. Like before, back in the day, you unlocked them by playing. You literally got everything in that one disc.
Todo el mundo quiere todo rápido.
And you didn't have to pay for anything. You just unlocked. But now you could literally buy a game and you don't even get the whole game.
Yeah.
You pay $70 for a game and you don't get the whole game.
And how is it that you pay? It's more expensive to buy a game online than it is to actually go to GameStop and get the actual physical game. Is that not a thing?
I think it's the same. It's the same for the most part. Yeah.
But I would want the physical one. Okay.
The physical, maybe back in the day. Now is like like when you get tired of playing a game, you just want to exit out, poof, click the next game. Like you don't want to have to get up, put the disc in, take it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's probably like the best thing for like now with the whole digital age.
Okay.
Like just switch it. You can switch games easy
instantly
and save them obviously easier. You don't need memory cards and shit.
Okay. I can see.
But
as you can tell, I still use my GameCube.
As far as games, like always need an update. Shit, always lagging, or like, you know, back in the day, you just played and you literally didn't have any. It's either the CD was scratched, so that you wasn't playing. That's it.
Or some crazy shit happened at home and you really physically don't have it.
Or the game works. Yeah. That's about it. Yeah. There wasn't no. Like something like now, sometimes you really have good days playing, and then other days you're like, dang, yo, my Wi-Fi is trash. My system is trash. Like,
entonces, the more they come up with, the more expensive it is. Yeah. Jose, where can those PS4 find you?
Don't find me. Only if you have a PS5, you can catch me at.
Because he finally has it.
Bitch. What? Oh no, it's not Imbish. What is my
Super Football.
It's the Super Football. You can catch me at Jose _ That's MMMJOSE _ on Instagram. You guys can catch us at the Super Football Bros on YouTube and Instagram as well, and at micamalounge everywhere. Follow the show. Marielle, where can the boy that threw up?
I knew it. He actually pooped. He didn't throw up. Yeah, I threw up.
He threw up. Where he can find you so he can poop on you. I knew
that one was coming. Damn, we're getting so good at this.
I'm sure he's older now, right? He's not a kid, so we don't have to call.
Yeah, he's probably like in middle school or something. Yeah, call him. You can find me at Something About Marielle on Instagram and YouTube. And Twitter sometimes. Okay. Don't forget to follow the faux shop. Well, to go to the faux shop. To continue following us, to wear the merch, and a lot of Patreon exclusive coming up.
Support us on the patreon.com/micamalounge. We got different tiers out there. So you could pay $1 a month, you could pay $3 a month, or $5 a month, and you get extra stuff from us.
Ustedes se lo beben y se lo comen como sea, so support us.
Or you could just keep watching YouTube. It's free.
Subscribe.
See you guys next time.